अच्छा जी, वालेकुम अस्सलाम to everyone. और this is the third episode of the King Prayer podcast. We thought this was going to be a
अभी तक हमें नहीं
2.5
पता है वो थर्ड है।
or a 2 again. हाँ, तो वो हमें भी तस्दीक थोड़ी बाद में हुई क्योंकि YouTube temporarily decided to take down our last video, which was expected given कि उसके अंदर हम live commentary करने की हमने जसारत की थी, but apparently it's still there. So if YouTube is seeing this, I don't know what you're doing, but good for you. I mean, if it helps you sleep at night. Um, अच्छा, तो आज के
आई
पॉडकास्ट
थिंक
में
उन्होंने वकारी यूनुस वाला पार्ट देख लिया था।
हाँ
उसकी वजह से दे डिसाइडेड टू कीप इट।
हाँ, I think they were the ones who understood it. I think they were the only ones who were watching the podcast who finally got the reference. अच्छा जी, late podcast है, as you all know. It's 12:30. The match ended before we expected it to naturally. And I think it was again nothing surprising. And perhaps we can just start with that. We can start with the victory and initial thoughts on the match. Arham.
मतलब starting was we had Imam again. I think brilliant. बल्कि he's actually made a record today for the most consecutive 50s by uh, by an opening batsman or
Oh, wow.
batsman. I think
Really?
it's 6 in a row. He's averaged 98 in the past 61 days.
Damn.
तो मतलब कमाल ही किया उसने। Babar, mediocre innings. What can I
Yeah.
say?
Yeah. Couldn't
77
couldn't
of
really
93.
yeah, couldn't really be up there, just like a 70 odd.
Yeah, 100 करना चाहिए था, but मेरे ख्याल से
400 करना चाहिए
बहुत
था.
से जर्नलिस्ट भी 400 करना चाहिए था
Like,
उसको
he's
अकेले।
culpable. Yeah.
हाँ, तो काफी मीडियोकर इनिंग्स थी बाबर की once again. उसके बाद हाँ आई थिंक बीच में हमारा थोड़ा हुआ था। हारिस का डेब्यू था, मतलब पहली इनिंग्स खेल रहा था अपनी करियर की, तो
Yeah.
ठीक है, यू कैन प्रोबब्ली लेट दैट ऑफ। शादाब खुशदिल दोनों ने स्ट्रगल किया, दे गॉट अ फ्यू रन्स, लेकिन आई थिंक द रियल हाईलाइट ऑफ आवर इनिंग्स वाज शाहीन्स बैटिंग एट द एंड, जो उसने 15 मारा 6 बॉलों में।
Yeah.
I think that was actually the most worth watching in this whole innings. बाकी स्कोर वैसे मतलब बहुत से लोग आई थिंक started to compare it to the last match,
Yeah.
and वो जाहिर है मतलब पिच नजर आ रहा था कितनी डिफरेंट थी इस दफा, because अकील हुसैन was spinning it really well, काफी अच्छी कर रहा था, and I think West Indies does have that plus in a couple of bowlers, fast bowlers जो 145 plus कराते हैं और बहुत अच्छे bouncers मारते हैं, तो उससे भी फायदा हुआ उनको इस पिच से। And yeah, I think the bowling again, Shaheen got the first over wicket as usual.
Yeah.
And yeah, नवाज ने I think जो spin West Indies को थोड़ा बहुत मिला था शुरू में, उसके ऊपर capitalize किया, and I mean, I honestly, when Shadab was bowling,
Yeah.
I really, I would say a few of those deliveries I haven't seen a ball spin that much on any kind of pitch recently. So, I think watching Shadab and Nawaz bowl was really exciting.
Yeah.
And I think uske baad they just crumbled. It was even after the good start, I think West Indies, yeah, ab jitni bhi teams ko dekh lo, I mean, who are kind of struggling these days, उसमें आप श्रीलंका डाल लो या बांग्लादेश डाल लो, अफगानिस्तान में भी in fact ये will start off quite well, but उसके despite that, जब भी वो middle overs में आते हैं तो they end up losing too many, and I think that's where West Indies has always fallen as well, because okay, I actually want to bring in a stat which was shown during the match. I think in the last 4 years, our batting has been surprisingly quite stable. I would say one days maybe अगर हम देखें
ये डॉट बॉल
पाकिस्तान
एवरेज
की
की
डॉट
बात
बॉल
करने लगे.
परसेंटेज
Yeah.
46, which is the lowest in the world right now. West Indies is the second worst at 53.
Yeah.
150 तकरीबन 160 deliveries every match there are just dot deliveries. So that's I mean it's वेस्ट इंडीज के लिए हमेशा से कंसर्न रहा है अभी तक है तो ये फिर मिड ओवर्स में आप सक्सेसफुल नहीं हो सकते आई थिंक इस तरह की स्ट्रेटजी है
Yeah.
that's my long take uh,
Amazing. We all know what that is.
and I think
Light,
uh,
naturally. How we can keep going anyways.
yeah but I think that what just happened kind of summed it up for West Indies day
Lights
to
out.
day.
Yeah. Lights out for them
That's
in the series as well. I mean,
uh-huh.
uh, they like my take on the match would be कि अच्छा वैसे तो एक और stat people मैं दे दूं कि नवाज got the best ever figures by a bowler at Multan, 4 for 19. So that was,
Really
yeah.
any bowler at Pakistan.
Yeah.
That's surprising.
Any bowler at Multan. So no, so that's really good. I think Baki, वही Babar performs. Imam has been quite consistent. Um, Shaheen का भी यार, like I don't know, I haven't searched it up, but I mean, एक तो obviously ever since debut he's at the top in the world bowlers in terms of
Yeah.
taking wickets, but also I think someone should sort of pull up the stats about him and his first over wickets, because I think that's like that would be very interesting, because now he's been doing it like
Yeah.
for a long time, यानी कि आपको पता होता है कि शाहीन की एक विकेट पक्की है, और
Mm.
अगर मुल्तान के अंदर भी उसने निकाल ली है तो that's that shows class. Credit to West Indies though, like in the start I think क्या नाम है, काइल मायर्स है उसका नाम.
Kyle Manager.
Yeah, he really batted well. और वो बल्कि and they sort of found like an antidote, almost an antidote to Shaheen when they started walking down the pitch. यानी कि एक ऐसी बॉल थी शाहीन की जो बिल्कुल वाइड थी, and
Mm.
it sort of and there was no footwork by Myers. I mean, he just walked up, but it was
Yeah.
moving away from him, and he still managed to deposit
Mm.
over mid on, and that was very
Yeah.
surprising to everyone who was watching. And then, of course, his one of his pull shots that reminded me of Lara. Really beautiful pick off the hip, with one leg in the air. So you
Mm.
again with West Indies, you see these glimpses of talent, but then there was an absolute crumbling. फिर एक के बाद एक बस विकेट गिरती गई.
Uh,
uh, हाँ, like they restricted Pakistan to a decent total, I would say. Um, और उसके बावजूद
yeah.
they couldn't defend, and even in the first ODI they made a very good total, um, and they couldn't defend it with the ball. So you see these glimpses of brilliance, but you really don't see, a
Mm.
structure, which surprisingly you started to see in Pakistan. हमारे साथ भी
Yeah.
होता है कि अच्छा कंसिस्टेंसी नहीं होगी, बस इधर उधर की बातें होंगी और एक आधा बंदा आएगा वो मार के चला जाएगा, but will that be a
Mm.
match winning innings, will that win the match?
Mm.
And I think more and more people are now stepping up to make you, like Nawaz has stepped up today, but also then Shaheen and Imam and Babar. And although Imam and Babar have been in absolute form, they shouldn't be taken for granted, क्योंकि बुरी फॉर्म भी लग
Yeah.
जाती है आपकी, और फिर when things are bad then they are worse. um, but yeah, I think overall not shocking at all. They've bagged the series. um, so yeah, I think overall good signs for Pakistan. Okay, brilliant hiatus. Am I back?
Yes. You are back. Where did I lose you?
uh I am not sure. I think yeah, I think you can tell me where you lost me.
देख लेंगे.
I also can't see you though. Okay, now I can. Perfect. So all
Um.
natural disasters occurring.
हाँ तो हाँ
अच्छा हाँ, you were saying.
It's not so I was thinking there is in fact a set of Shaheen's first wicket overs, 9 in white ball. So I the
Okay, everything on my end today is perfect.
I think it's better than.
Yeah, let me shift to my data. Okay, is this any better? अच्छा हाँ. Can you hear me, see me?
Distorted आवाज नजर भी सही से नहीं आ रही, but yeah, मतलब बीच बीच में खराब हो जाता है.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, I'm on data, so that's the best option that.
I'm on data too. Yeah, internet is
यार वो
actually
शार्क शोर आ
first.
गई होगी फिर से, मेरा ख्याल है.
हाँ यार, ये साली
यार वो
शार्क को
शार्क
ना
आ गई.
हैंडल करें.
मैं क्या कर सकता हूँ, वो मारी है वो तारों को. इंटरनेट हमारा
यार
खराब.
मैं लिखता हूँ शार्क इंटरनेट पाकिस्तान.
True, someone should name it that.
रिसेंट
Like someone should name an internet company like something to do with a shark.
शार्क. या
Yeah.
या प्रॉब्ली क्योंकि मेरा भी अभी डेटा ही चल रहा है, वाईफाई फारिग है बिल्कुल.
Yeah.
इनफैक्ट मैं जहाँ भी जा रहा हूँ, अच्छा नहीं ये ना पता है अपेरेंटली गर्मी की वजह से है.
किसकी वजह से?
गर्मी की वजह से
वो
पता नहीं,
निकल
कहते
नहीं
हैं
है.
गर्मी की वजह से. आई डोंट
Oh.
नो बट या we're suffering.
हाँ, like वो सर्दियों में शार्क्स आ जाती हैं और गर्मियों में वो पिघल जाती हैं तारें.
बिल्कुल.
Like it's a seasonal. लेकिन what is ever ruling
Every
is the
season.
fact that we'll have bad Wi-Fi.
हाँ हाँ, आई थिंक वी वो एक्सेप्ट करना पड़ेगा.
Yeah.
um,
और आज बस हम नहीं हो सके साथ. फासले बढ़ जाते हैं और
नहीं.
कोई बात नहीं. For the next for the next episode we will be together. um, अच्छा यार ठीक है, अब जीत गए सीरीज. अब अगला कब है? संडे को है, आई एम अज्यूमिंग.
संडे. yeah.
हाँ तो लाइक अब क्या क्या गेम प्लान है? अब किसको बारियां देनी है और किसको बेंच से उठाना है, किसको ट्राई आउट? क्यों मुझे पता है कि अब ये
यार
चल रहा होगा
धानी
ना
को.
दिमाग में कि जी अब अच्छा किसको खिलाना है,
हाँ.
किसको बारी नहीं मिली.
या एब्सोल्युटली, आई थिंक होना भी ये चाहिए कि आज जैसे मोहम्मद वसीम जूनियर को खिलाया, बहुत अच्छी बॉलिंग कराई उसने. आई पर्सनली आई एम अ फैन ऑफ हिज बॉलिंग. उसको मतलब फुट पड़ी शुरू में, लेकिन काफी उसने अच्छा कम बैक किया.
या
बट जहां तक यू नो देयर देयर आर सम प्लेयर्स जो काफी देर से बेंच पे हैं. उसमें दानी हो गया, मतलब वी नीड टू गेट हिम फ्यू मैचेस बिफोर द वर्ल्ड
ट्रू.
कप just to test him out ताकि उसको थोड़ा feel आ जाए. I don't think they should go for the approach where you know um, winning team
विनिंग
को
फॉर्म
खिलाते
में.
रहे. um,
हाँ.
तो हाँ, I think that I mean really I think that's the only change. हाँ, winning formula वाली, but yeah, that's perhaps I think the only change that I see, I foresee. उसके अलावा स्क्वाड में भी अगर मैं देखूं तो um, yeah, there isn't any player in particular I would drop. Maybe you can try out Iftikhar, but like in place of who? Zahid Mahmood hai. I mean, spin over here, so maybe you can take him, have him for a match. But again, in place of who?
Yeah.
नवाज भी इतना कोई एक्सपीरियंस नहीं है. शादाब is just coming back from injury, so उसका मुश्किल लग रहा है. But
Yeah.
same with Khushdil, he's just getting into the flow. I think they'd want him to play,
Yeah.
keep playing matches. So that's the only change I foresee. शायद Shaheen को बिठा दें
Hmm.
for the last match.
That's I think this they should do this क्योंकि दहानी को हम सारे बड़े अच्छे से देखना चाह रहे हैं और
Yeah.
वसीम जूनियर हैज़ बीन वेरी प्रॉमिसिंग एज वेल. बहुत अच्छी आज भी उसने 2-3 विकेटें जो ली हैं दे वर रियली गुड.
Mm,
um,
yeah.
and again he's targeting the stumps and he's getting those wickets. मायर्स को भी उसने आउट किया था.
Mm,
ब्यूटीफुल बॉल. थर्ड से हल्का सा थर्ड से
yeah.
डिविएट होके वो ओवर द विकेट रहा था. उसमें फेंकी थर्ड पे थी और उससे बहुत हल्का सा डिविएट करके इट हिट द मिडल.
Mm,
और आखिरी वाली भी वो जो द वन दैट स्टेड लो, आई थिंक दैट वाज द लास्ट विकेट ऑफ द मैच, द विनिंग विकेट.
yeah.
So really good signs, really good bowlers. I mean, we have so much bench strength कि समझ नहीं आ रही कि भाई किसको खिलाना है.
Mm.
और कुछ पाकिस्तान
And I
वेस्ट
want to actually pause. Yeah, I want to pause on that for a bit. Bench strength की जो तुमने बात किया, I think this is ये I've hardly, I think, ever had to like see our team get to the point. Actually हमारी bench strength इतनी है.
हाँ.
At least when it comes to the bowling, even batting. अगर अब आप शान मसूद को देख लो, the way he's performing, like
Yeah.
it's even Abdullah Shafiq in test matches for now, लेकिन
Yeah.
मतलब it's getting seriously competitive for all of
हाँ.
them right now.
हाँ.
And उसमें I think there was a
Shan
Twitter space
also.
कल रात को या परसों रात को, the night we won, जिसमें शादाब खुशदिल आए थे. And they were talking a lot about
Yeah, I can hear you.
yeah, where did you hear me tell?
हाँ, the Twitter space जहाँ पे शादाब वगैरह भी आए थे, I think.
हाँ, शादाब और खुशदिल था उसमें, and they both were talking. I mean, mainly Shadab was talking a lot about how the team culture has changed. जहाँ they're basically said कि हम सारे एक ही उम्र के हैं, and there's no there are experienced players in the team, but there's no senior junior वाला एक
Yeah.
जो बना होता है सिस्टम, वो नहीं है टीम में.
Hmm.
And you can perhaps even see that. I'll come to that incident in a bit, but a couple of things I also want to get into right before we talk about the bench strength is 50 ODIs for Shadab Khan, so congratulations on that.
Yes.
Secondly, he hugged a spectator which ran
The
onto the field
stranger.
today,
That
which
is,
was
yeah, that is always a cause for celebration. Hugging a stranger that that runs towards you.
definitely. Or absolutely, he took it. मतलब शुक्र है इस दफा वो बबल नहीं है सीरीज में, so
हाँ. हाँ.
I'm sure the players feel a lot better about having to play it with all the existing issues गर्मी के and so on. So bench strength पे जब मैं आता हूँ तो it's been a long time we've been in this situation. So fast bowling, maybe Hasnain is back by the way, so he just got selected for the 100 team के लिए, and he's been cleared from Australia जहाँ उसका test की reports जीतने. So yeah, fast bowling में opening slots में middle order में even in the finishing में इतना शायद नहीं है, but in the top and the bottom of the squad there's a lot of competition going on, which is amazing.
Mhm. Yeah. I'm just thinking अगर कोई और चीज रहेगी like versus West Indies, because like there is nothing much to analyze, right? When things are going right, you're just like, हाँ ठीक जा रहा है सब, right? Let's not jinx it. Let's keep it that way.
Yeah.
शान से मुझे याद आ गया था कि he also recently became after Imran Khan, only the second Pakistani player to captain a county, which was
Yeah,
really amazing.
yeah, yeah.
And
Is this
is
the
this
foreshadowing
exactly,
of something for Sean?
exactly. Um, और क्या उसकी average है? There's some crazy stat about his average. Like he has some crazy average right now in the county or something. I
Yeah,
keep
I think he got to almost 1,000 runs in the Division 2 of the county championship,
uh,
which was a was a pretty significant record उनकी county के लिए भी.
yeah,
Uh,
that's
I
crazy.
mean, two double hundreds. I mean, that
That's crazy.
unheard of.
It's not
Yeah.
easy. Like it's not easy. It's not Pakistan's domestic cricket जहाँ पे पिचेस भी नहीं चल रही, प्लेयर्स भी नहीं चल रहे. अब तो खैर चलना शुरू हो गए, लेकिन फिर भी उस तरह का स्ट्रक्चर नहीं है. लाइक दिस इज स्ट्रक्चर दैट हैज बीन going on for centuries, and you really have like almost international level cricket happening
Yeah.
on these grounds. I mean definitely international cricket with all of these players there. I think county की हमने बात नहीं की थी, as
County
to why
championship की हमने बात.
हमने बात नहीं की थी, बट हम करेंगे. I don't know why we have अच्छा, I think आखिरी 5-6 मिनट में we will keep this short. हम थोड़ी सी बात कर लेते हैं इंग्लैंड न्यूजीलैंड वाली सीरीज की. और उनका क्या चल रहा है आज. 300 कुछ रन मार चुका है 4 विकेटों के नुकसान पे न्यूजीलैंड, and seems to be in the driving seat of this second test match. There were some good spells of bowling.
Yeah.
I saw Potts bowl briefly. He was really moving the ball. I then saw Darren Mitchell actually hit a six, and the ball dropping into a glass of alcohol, a beer perhaps. And उससे शाइन खत्म हो गई उसकी. वो खत्म, सॉरी, रफनेस खत्म हो गई उसकी जो दूसरी साइड पे थी, तो
Oh, that's
it
horrible.
also stopped. Yeah, so it also stopped swinging right when it was supposed to. I don't know how much that contributed to the bashing that they received, but um Stokes, क्या ख्यालात हैं? Is it captaincy or is it something else? Is it just a good wicket to bat on?
I mean, honestly, I haven't been able to see the match yet. I mean, it's hard to say. England की बेशक वहाँ swing है, seam है, मतलब there's a lot in it for the bowlers as well, but that's not always the case at every wicket.
Yeah,
Some wickets in England are extremely conducive to runs. उनके grounds भी छोटे होते हैं.
true. Yeah, that's very true.
And I don't know. I mean, perhaps I could talk about this more another day when I've seen it. But performance has उनकी bowling की मतलब economy rates अगर आप देखें तो they're kind of through the roof right now.
Yeah,
3.5 plus and keeping okay, except for Anderson.
of course.
So yeah, I mean, a lot is not going their way. Abhi, and yeah, I wonder if it's the pitch as well.
Yeah.
This could be a very good batting track.
हाँ.
जब इंग्लैंड आएगी बैटिंग करने, तब I think हमें पता चल जाएगा कि I wonder if anybody will call out this pitch though, because यहाँ भी
इंग्लैंड.
अगर इतने इतने रन बन रहे,
हाँ
इंग्लैंड है वहाँ, why would home of cricket?
यार, लेकिन ये
But
डिटीरियरेट
yeah,
करेगी. अभी तो स्पिन भी नहीं था बिल्कुल, लीच को तो छक्के पड़ रहे थे. And like he was going for like, he went for like 10-12 runs for in 1 over. So that's like they were also taking him on, and I don't know how the pitch.
yeah.
I think it will really come down to the pitch. I don't think there is too much to separate the two sides, if I'm being very honest. Like it's a good competition. You can't say can New Zealand or England have either of them have an upper hand. I think it will come down to एक to the wicket and how it progresses. Or दूसरा, I think it will come down to exhaustion levels and morale. क्योंकि अगर आपको 300 रन बोर्ड पे पड़ जाते हैं और आप फिर अगले दिन भी आ रहे हैं बॉलिंग कराने, तो it naturally dents your confidence, your physical strength and your mental ability.
I also wonder why they didn't play Parkinson in this match. उसने पिछले मैच में ठीक bowling कराई थी. Plus he's a leggy. I mean,
Yeah,
why not? I wonder why. Um,
I'm not sure.
so
Yeah.
it seemed like an unnecessary change as well, I guess, because
Yeah, this is where the winning formula should have been applied. यहाँ पे रखना चाहिए
yeah,
था जब series अभी is still in the balance.
absolutely. I think I also read there were a few drop chances. Maybe I can check that out. But
I didn't see all of the match,
England में
so I
वैसे
wouldn't.
हाँ, I mean England की fielding I think in the last few years मतलब जो भी मैंने stats देखे England has been pretty poor when it comes to catching
Yeah,
in England at least. I mean even outside honestly they've dropped quite a bit. They're actually one of the highest rates as far as I remember.
yeah,
So that's I guess that is something that should concern them as well.
yeah. They have been shabby.
4 catches, yeah, 4 catches. 4
Yeah,
catches
that's
went
horrible.
down.
That's horrible.
Yeah.
I think I think we can conclude this podcast episode more as a transition, because I think although Park West Indies series is not hanging in the balance, I think I'm now anticipating more the introduction of the Hani into the side and how he performs, and I hope they put him in. एंड आई थिंक इंग्लैंड न्यूजीलैंड सीरीज जो है ना वो काफी इंटरेस्टिंग हो सकती है, तो उस पे भी आई थिंक वी विल बी बैक perhaps Sunday night, maybe Monday, we don't know.
Yeah.
And maybe beach mein we'll do like a side episode on some of the major things that we have to talk about basically, whether that's county, whether that's Kohli, I think some
Or
important conversations. Sorry, or
Vakarian.
Precarious is evergreen. I think on that, yes.
On that, before that note, though, I think एक और चीज हमें acknowledge at least करनी चाहिए. Appreciate, arguably, not. But Wasim Akram has started posting videos again. So
Yeah.
Hassan Ali के support में उसने एक video डाली थी. इसमें वो इसका
Yeah.
you know kahin by a lawn में he surprisingly didn't like fat shame anyone, like
Yeah.
the com in general. um,
बाबाए
वो
मिल्लत है
उसने
अब
नहीं
वो.
किया तो वो
हाँ.
हाँ
हाँ.
और शनीरा मेरे ख्याल से मादरे मिल्लत बन चुकी हैं.
बन चुकी हैं.
वो दोनों की वॉक्स पे जा रहे होते हैं तो हाँ वो पूरी कंट्री को बेसिकली प्रीच कर रहे हैं आज. एनीवे बहुत पुराना ये
Yeah.
चलता है, बट या ही इज बैक विद द वीडियोस
He's back.
अनफॉर्चुनेटली. So
Back to the
soon I think
videos.
एरियल का भी नया इश्तिहार आ जाएगा और
आने लगा है वो. पहले एक
she'll
लीक
put up a
वीडियो
weird
आएगी.
video.
हाँ, एक लीक वीडियो आएगी. But I think this is why we did the podcast, to sort of end it on the note ke listen to Wasim Akram, even if that means
Yeah.
sacrificing the king pair. And it's a very easy answer. If there's the king pair and Wasim Akram on board, who would you throw off? Of course it's us. Of course. I mean, we'll jump off.
Absolutely.
As long as
Yeah,
he has a phone in
absolutely.
his hand and he's making an Instagram video.
Yeah.
We're jumping off. We don't want to be there anyways.
Yeah.
On that note, I think it is goodbye from us. आप वो कह दूं मैं, वो ट्रेडिशनल लाइक सब्सक्राइब कमेंट करें और बेल आइकन को दबाना.
लाइक सब्सक्राइब कमेंट और बेल
बेल
आइकन. हाँ
आइकन को
बिल्कुल
और
बिल्कुल
बेल आइकन को
बहुत अच्छा.
Ding. Okay guys.
Okay guys, हम बहुत एक्साइटिंग एपिसोड्स लाएंगे. स्टे ट्यून्ड.